Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to do Lesson 15 of Hands-On Equations. Your essential question is, how can you use a mathematical model to analyze and solve an H.O.E. equation? We will use the model of pawns to represent the x's above and star to represent the negative x's. So I'm going to set up the equation with 2 stars and a 15. Now I need to simplify my equation with legal moves. I can remove a 3 from each side. This becomes 12. I can remove a star from each side because in algebra what you do to one side you do to the other. Now I need to eliminate this variable and get it on the other side away from the cube, so I'm going to add a convenient 0. When you add a convenient 0, you always add it to the side opposite the cube. So I now have a legal move of removing a star from each side. So I'm left with 3x equals 12. This tells me that x equals 4 and star is the opposite, so star is going to be a negative 4. Now if I'm checking it above, I'm going to put a negative 4, the greens are negative, into the equation, and 4s are positive. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 4 is 4, plus 3 is 7. 2 times a negative 4 would be negative 8 because a positive number times a negative number would be negative. 15 minus 8 is 7, so my check is 7 equals 7 for this equation. Our next sample is 2 stars plus a star equals 10 plus a star. So I'm going to do my legal move and eliminate a star from each side. So I'm left with 2 stars equal positive 10. This tells me that star equals 5 and x equals negative 5. Stars and x's can be positive or negative. Just because it says negative x doesn't mean it's negative. It's actually positive. So anywhere there's an x, I'm going to add a positive 5. And I'm going to simplify this equation. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15. 10 plus 5 is 15, so 15 equals 15 is my check. Our last sample is 3 stars minus star, so I would just drop it down, positive 5. This side would be a positive 8 and a star. So my legal moves are to move a star from each side. And I can also take a 5 away from each side, and this leaves me with star equals positive 3. So anywhere there's a star, I'm going to add a positive 3 into my equation. And I would multiply. 3 times 3 is 9, minus 3 is 6, plus 5 is 11, and 8 plus 3 is 11. So my check for this equation would be 11 equals 11. Now I want you to try to do H.O.E. Lesson 15 using your pawns. If your pawns are not available, you can actually draw this out using triangles to represent the pawns and stars to represent the stars.